welcome back to the channel. I'm Melissa, the boss lady here at 𝗢𝗄𝗍 If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. It helps us out a lot and we appreciate your support. Today we're going to be making soap cupcakes. I'm really excited. Fall's in the air, so I decided we should make some Carmel Apple Cupcake Soaps. So let's get started. Okay, so we've got our coconut, olive, castor, and certified sustainable palm oil. I'm gonna add in our lye water solution and blend that up until emulsified. Okay, and I don't want to blend it for very long because it's a small batch and I have a hard time with small batches and over blending them. So I'm just adding in our fragrance oil. Okay. Oh, I love it when I get it exactly right. And then I'm gonna add in our colorant, which I'm using a little bit of bronze brown from Nurture Soap. And this colorant, this fragrance oil discolors, but I want it to be an even discoloration, so I'm adding the brown to just kind of help it out there. So let's get this blended up. Okay, that looks really ugly, but it's okay. It's just because the fragrance oil discolors. So let's get my cupcake molds and we'll start pouring this in. So I'm just stirring this up a little bit. It's a very, very light trace. It'll be easy to pour, but it'll take a minute for it to set up for the frosting. But let's go ahead and pour it. Hopefully you don't spill too much. All right. Okay. Well, that's exciting. It didn't spill. So I personally love fall and I have been dying to try this fragrance. So I figured, let's make cupcakes. It's been a hot minute since I've made cupcakes too. I forgot how many this made. I couldn't remember how big of a batch I had done last time, so it looks like I'm getting about 13 cupcakes. Okay, so I'm gonna let these set up and go make the frosting. And I just want this to be a little bit harder before I pipe the frosting on it, just so it holds up its shape. So I'm gonna go do that and we'll be right back. Okay, so I use the same recipe for my soap base as I do for the frosting. So I've got my coconut, olive, castor, certified sustainable palm oil, and then I'm adding in our lye water solution, and I'm gonna blend that up real quick. Okay, so we're gonna add in our colorant. I'm gonna use Honey Blush from Nurture Soap, and we're just gonna use 1 scoop. Now, normally I would use a smaller container, but I know sometimes that's hard to see. So we're gonna try doing the frosting in this container and see how it goes, but it's a little bit harder for me. Just because there's not a lot of soap there at the bottom. Okay, so I think this is the color I'm going for this frosting. And so we're just gonna kind of stir this and wait for it to thicken up and hope it doesn't take all day. Usually it takes, I don't know, about a half an hour for it to set up, sometimes a little bit less. It's a small batch for the cupcakes, so it might be faster. So this is almost ready to frost. It's holding its peak. It's not really dropping off the spatula super fast. I think it needs probably another 5 minutes. And then we'll put it in the piping bag and get it piped. Okay, so this is starting to look a lot better. I'm gonna put it in a piping bag and do a couple of tests and see how it looks. But I think this is ready. Let's get our bag ready. Okay, so I just have my piping bag and I'm putting a coupler inside. Then I'm going to trim off the tip. Don't cut my glove. And then I'm using a, let's see, what tip is this? A 𝗲𝗂𝗍𝗵𝗲. And then I just stick that on there, twist it, and that's it. And then I will fold down this bag and put the frosting in. Okay, so that's about as empty as this container is gonna get, and then I'm just gonna scoot everything down and get my cupcakes to start piping on my frosting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pipe a dollop in the middle on each of them, and then go back and do the frosting. And this just kind of gives it something to build up on when you're going around the center. And I love this color. I think it turned out really good. It's exactly what I was going for. And we'll make a little one. So then I'm just going to come back around and just go in a circle, and then do a little dollop on top. And I have to concentrate a little bit for some reason on this one. Let's see. So I'm not really pushing very hard. I'm just kind of guiding everything. Ooh, this turned out really pretty. Okay, we'll do this little baby one. Okay, let's do our glitter, and then we're gonna add melt and pour drizzle on top, but I want to do a little glitter first. All right, because we all know everything is better with glitter. Do a little extra on the small one because that one's mine. And then I'm gonna go get some melt and pour ready and show you how I'm gonna drizzle that on there. Okay, so this is the melt and pour that I made. I colored, so let's see how this looks going onto the cupcakes. So I just want it to kind of look like a caramel drizzle. I think that's what I'm looking for here. It's all bubbly. All right. Yeah, that's what I want. So melt and pour is a little bit thick, and so it's not liking this pipette, but it's working. Yes, okay, it's doing what I want it to do. That's exactly what I wanted, just a little bit of caramel drizzle type look. And this fragrance smells so good. It's like a caramel, toffee, butterscotch mix. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It makes me kind of hungry. It's definitely a delicious fall fragrance. So, and I don't know if I said this before, but these will be available October 10th in our October collection. But I'll send out an email. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter. We have a lot of exciting things coming up. I think this is looking really good. I'm trying not to obsess over spots that I missed. And I think this is better than just pouring it on. I think it would be too hard to control how much I put on if I just poured it. Do this little baby one. That was all bubbles. It's just getting a little bit thick on me because it's cooling down. All right. Okay, I'm done touching it. I think it looks great. I love the way it looks. And I'm so glad I did the glitter first. I think that really adds to it. So I'll come back in about 12 hours and unmold these and show you what they look like. Okay, so we are back. It's been about 24 hours and I wanted to take the molds off of our cupcakes. I think they look pretty good. So let me show you how we're doing that. So I'm just going to peel this back and kind of pop the bottom off. And it's really easy and light. And this will discolor to a nice brown and not this kind of ugly color, but that's our cupcake. Let me show you another one. And so you just kind of peel it off. Now if I had let it sit a little bit longer, we wouldn't have this little bubble, but it's fine. I think they turned out really cute. They smell amazing. They have some caramel, butterscotch, and apple notes. Thus the caramel apple part of it. But I love them. I am so happy with this drizzle. I think I might do it a little bit different next time and just kind of experiment. But I am definitely happy with these. And so we'll let these cure and they will be ready to go on October 10th. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that video. I have a lot of fun making these little cupcakes and I think they turned out really cute. I'm really happy with these and they will be on our website at 𝗢𝗄𝗍𝗍 on October 10th and we will see you next week for another video.